So in this video, I just wanted to backtrack a little bit and talk about the design of this lamp for people that have never designed anything and don't really know where to start. I thought I'd just talk about the method that you could use for designing something. And it all started with an image in my mind. I had this idea, I had this concept, and how do you put that onto paper? And started to just lay out the portions or the sizes of something that looked pleasing to the eye. And there was a few different drafts that I came up with until I came up with something that resembled more or less the concept that I was looking at. And what inspired me was I have a lamp at home, a desk lamp that has Art Nouveau, and it has a bottom that has the same kind of sweep. So that kind of inspired the sweep for the top. So I already had an image in my mind, a physical representation of, and then I took the narrowest side, transferred the same angles onto that. Then I drew up the base plan with the chamfers, and from there that's how I was able to work out the actual width as it transfers on. So all symmetrical designs have a center line. So as long as the center line lines up, then you can actually get your, I'm actually able to directly take all my sizes straight off of this because this is a full size drawing. So the green line represents the profile of the base, which is right here. That's what that dotted line represents. The orange line represents the orange line here. The blue line here represents the finial, and I still haven't come up with a final design for that. It's a minor detail that I can work that out in the end. It'll really just be I actually made this 3/4 of an inch because that's the thickness of the material. So that'll be just a little piece that'll sit on top, cap it all off. And that'll also be the piece where the hole is drilled for the, I assume it'll be like some kind of a brass rod that runs through, and that'll conduct the electric, that'll have the electric wire running through it for the lamp above. And that is what the lamp will be on, will be attached to, and then you'll have a shade above that and whatnot. And I still haven't decided yet whether or not I'll actually put a light inside of this, in which case I'll probably end up having to cut a hole in the bottom in order to access for putting the bulb inside, so that I don't have to physically take the top off, because I want to have this all bonded together so that I can finish it nicely. It was because of the light transmission of it. I think that it's going to just glow with the light above, which will be exciting enough. But we'll see. It's to be determined. But that's how I've come up with the angles, and everything comes off of this plan. So you can see I actually literally I can take the angles with an angle finder and then transfer that straight onto the stones. But for some people who have never designed anything and they want to try designing something, they may not know where to start. And you start with an image in your mind. You have a concept or an idea. And I find it most rewarding being able to turn an idea into something that actually exists. Even for small objects, use exactly the same approach. And I know that jewelers will do the same thing. They'll come up with original drawings to present to clients so that they can see what the final product will look like. They're a very useful tool. For my case, it's necessary in order to cover the little things, the angles. How do you work out particulars? How do you work out all of the way it's going to be put together? And there's really no other way to work it out. You have to work off of either full-size drawings, or if you have scale rule, then you can work off of a scale drawing. But not everybody has those around. So this is something that anybody with a measuring tape